Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. We're going to jump straight in today to show you how I've made this card. This is Simply Made Crafts by Helen Griffin. It's the Ultimate Poinsettia die set. I don't know if you can still get it because I have had it a couple of years, but my goodness, it's a whopper of a set. I'm not going to use it all, just 2 elements out of that set. So there's my 2 big petals and the stamen. This is a Sizzix embossing board, which is called Wild Dashes. I'm just going to mark off, using that grid at the back, a portion, because I'm going to dry emboss this by hand, just in the bit where I need it. So by doing that, I can see it's quite narrow. I'm moving that top one up just to make it a little bit broader. And all this is going to do is add some interest to the card. So it doesn't move, popping some low tack tape on the top and the bottom of my cardstock. Rubbing it over with a tumble dryer sheet and using a ball tool, I'm going to go round following that line until I get to the other side, and that's completed. Now you could do this technique with an opened embossing folder as well, because we don't always want to have the whole pattern on our projects. It's just another way of utilising what we've got. I've already cut some red card to match the poinsettia leaves as a backing. I have been asked what this gun is called, and it's what is it? It is My Sweet Petunia, and it's the glue gun. It comes with Nouveau glue, which I use anyway, and all I can say is I do love this gun. I do have arthritis in my hands, so it does make it easier not to have to keep squeezing the bottles all the time. And these bottles are refillable, and you get a couple of different size precision nibs with it. So taking my embossing mat and ball tool, just giving these petals some dimension. I don't want it mega dimensional, but I do want to have a bit of life in the leaves. And I think you can see that by how it looks now. That's the stamen. I'm going to put this poinsettia together. And getting some Nouveau drops. These are the crystal drops. They're called Red Berry. And I'm just going to squeeze one little drop on each end of those stamens. Leaving that centre for me to put a jewel. So setting that aside to dry, I can concentrate on the leaves. So that large one, that does come out of the poinsettia set, and I've cut it out with vellum. The other two leaves, they're out of a set by Lady E Designs, and it's flower set 5, and it is hydrangea, but I'm not bothered. I'm going to do them anyway. We mix and match. Well, I mix and match everything I've got. So just rubbing that over with the lighter ink in the green first. Same on the vellum. Then going through with the darker ink. And with those hydrangea leaves, they've got a lovely veining as well as the little holes in them. And I'm not going to waste that ink, because later off camera I did spritz it with a little water and smoosh cardstock onto it to have it as a base of another background for a project. So choosing my Merry Christmas sentiment, that's from a Gina K stamp set. And that one's Holiday Tapestry. Giving that a double ink in. I'm blotting that because it is the VersaFine Clear Nocturne I've used, which is a slow drying ink, and I want to pop that with a dye, and I don't want it to smudge. So I'm going to do some red, just to contrast with it. And we'll see how it looks. I do like that Merry Christmas, but I think the red is just a little bit too broad on there. So I'm going to stick these down. Give those leaves a little dimension as well. Not too much, just a little. Now it's just, I think I am going to trim that edge off there, just to make it a little thinner. Yeah, I like that better. And I've decided to pop it up at the top, just to the side of the flower. Thank you for everybody that subscribed to me. I'm over the moon with it. If you're new, please subscribe. It's totally free. You can give me a thumbs up. I will answer your messages. I've been overwhelmed with messages, but I will answer them. And I can't thank you enough. I'm just trying so hard to build my channel up. Don't forget to ring that notification bell. Just press the bell and it will notify you when I've put a new one on. Now, after I've finished it, I did put a little Posca pen on the vellum leaf as well, just to give it a highlight. So when I've finished and I've popped my picture on, if you just take note of that white vellum, that marking on the vellum, sorry, with the white Posca pen, you can see what a difference that makes. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon.